don't buy metabo drill bits. Hi guys, just before I continue, let me put some protection. So, would like just to make a brief and free summary of my recent article, which I entitled as "Don't Buy Metabo Drill Bits," and the reason why I made it is just to make it first very compact message, because drill bits are quite significant and well-known group of accessories for power tools. And second, I took metabo as example because basically speaking, it's more or less the same for all famous brands like Makita, dewalt, metabo, Hikoki, with the exception of Bosch, and later I will explain why. So, to put it compact, the reason why you as a dealer or as end user should not buy metabo branded or dewalt or Makita branded drill bits are the following. The first point is that as a rule, these accessories, in our case drill bits, normally they are not produced by these power tools brands, and they just buy it from other parties, from OEM producers, be it from Europe or from China, and then you have to buy it. And the reason number one why it's not so good idea is that it's going to be overpriced. Why? Because in accessory business, power tool brands, they just doing their best to compensate smaller margins which they have normally with power tools. So reason number one, you are going to pay more. Second reason is that normally these big brands, they prepare the whole program of assortment of the products, and normally it takes some time and some volumes. As a consequence, they have to buy big volumes. Then normally it's not so fast to change the product for better one, for new one. So normally they deal with let's say not so fresh assortment. So the reason number two not to buy power tool branded drill bits is that you are going to buy some not so new, not so modern item. Reason number three, that if you are going to make a choice in favor of a power tool branded drill bit, you are going as a rule to get not so good quality. Why? Because as I mentioned before, that power tools brands, they are suffering from low margins in power tool business. Then they are trying to compensate it with charging extra profit for accessories. And very often they choose cheaper product to have this extra margin, and normally the cheaper product, they are of lower quality. So this is also not good idea. Number four reason is about dealers reason, because if dealer want to buy accessories, then from power tool brands, then he will be not so, let's say, free in their choice, because normally power tool brands, they push dealers to buy the whole accessory program, and only upon this condition they give to dealers some additional discounts for machines. So in this case, dealer is going to lose some freedom of choice, and again, this is not so good. Particularly about this point, it was very well written in by European Association of Accessories Producers. Their website is werkzeug.org, and they put really good explanations and reasoning, and I really welcome you to visit this website and also check my article where I put it a little bit more in details and order by order. What else? As I mentioned that this is valid for all cases of power tools brands with exception of Bosch, because Bosch, They purchased recently, I don't know, 5 or 10 years ago, the entire plant in Europe. It's a former company, just escaped from my mind. But anyway, I will remember and edit us additional reminder. So they purchased the entire plant, and then Bosch deals with own product, with own production, and in this case, they are quite good at developing new product, at maintaining optimal assortment, and yes, nice product indeed. This is, I'm telling you, as, let's say, independent person, the person who spent a lot of time in power tools business, particularly in accessories business for the last 1 and something year, working for Haikoki Power Tools head office accessories division. Also, I would suggest to check such brand like otjher. It's a French company. Production is placed also in France, and the quality is exceptional. I know them from the very beginning of my job in power tools. It was 20 and something years ago when I was working for Hilti, and I was really impressed by the quality and exceptional characteristic of their whole made triangle heads of drill bits. So you are going to, I welcome you to check their website and see it. Then if we talk about European producers, probably that's all, because I'm not sure if still exists some smaller producer which I knew in the past, and also I really doubt if they still keep their production in Europe, and if they didn't switch to China production or purchasing. Then, of course, if you want to make your free and conscious choice for drill bits outside of this area of power tools branded items, so of course you have to pay attention to those China-made items. And here I could make good advice to you, since I'm quite long time in this area engaged, and if you are interested, please contact me. The contacts will follow at the end of this video. Then probably that's all, briefly speaking. And in the future I would like, of course, to spend some time to make my comments, my analysis for other important groups of accessories for power tools, like abrasive discs or sanding papers or jigsaws or circular saw. So I will try and I will do my best to prepare it. Meanwhile, it was pleasure to come back to this area, professional area, which I used to work for a long of time, and still I hope to be useful. So take care, see you, goodbye.